We've all heard the warnings. Debt is a cage. Never spend money you don't have. From a young age, we're conditioned to fear the D word. And for 90% of people, that fear is justified. When you're drowning in high-interest credit cards and depreciating car loans, debt is indeed slavery. In the US alone, consumer debt is hitting a staggering $15 trillion. That's more than the GDP of most nations. But here is the million-dollar question. If debt is so evil, why do the wealthiest people on the planet have the most of it? The truth is, there are two types of debt. One is a weight that pulls you to the bottom of the ocean. The other is fuel for a rocket ship. Today, we're going to stop looking at debt as a liability and start looking at it as a tool. I'm going to show you the 5 specific ways that top 1% use other people's money to build empires while everyone else is working 9 to 5 to pay off a MasterCard.
The first secret of the wealthy is that they rarely use their own cash to start or scale a business. Imagine you want to launch a global e-commerce brand. Most people save up $10,000, buy inventory, and pray it sells. The rich use trade credit. They build relationships with manufacturers. Instead of paying upfront, they negotiate net 30 or net 60 terms. This means the factory ships the goods today, but the bill isn't due for 2 months. During those 60 days, the entrepreneur sells the product, collects the revenue, and then pays the factory. Think about the math. You used $0 of your own money to make $5,000 in profit. Your return on investment isn't just high, it's infinite. This is why the greatest skill you can master isn't accounting, it's sales and negotiation. If you can move product, the world will lend you the inventory for free. Real estate is the ultimate playground for debt. While most people are terrified of a mortgage, the wealthy see it as a tax-advantaged gold mine. Let's look at a strategy called refinancing, often part of the BRRRR method. Buy, rehab, rent, refinance, repeat. Imagine you find a distressed property worth $500,000. You put 20% down, that's $100,000 of your cash. You take a $400,000 loan. You spend another $50,000 on renovations. Suddenly, because you've improved the asset, the market value jumps to $750,000. Now you go back to the bank. You ask for a new mortgage based on the new value. An 80% loan on $750,000 is $600,000. You use that money to pay off your old $400,000 loan and your $50,000 renovation costs. You're left with $150,000 in cash. You just got your initial investment back, plus an extra $50,000 profit, tax-free, and you still own the house. The tenant pays the new mortgage, and you move that $150,000 into the next deal. This is how you build a 50-property portfolio without ever running out of cash.
While the average investor panics when the market crashes, the smart money is popping champagne. They understand a secret most people miss. You don't need the market to go up to make money. You just need it to move. They use debt to short the market. Think about it like this. When you short a stock, you are literally borrowing shares you don't own. You go to your broker, borrow a share worth $100, and sell it immediately. Now you have $100 cash in your pocket, but you owe the broker 1 share. You are essentially in debt to the tune of 1 stock. If that company fails and the price drops to $40, you buy that share back for cheap, return it to the broker, and pocket the $60 difference. You use the broker's debt to profit from a disaster. While everyone else was losing their life savings, you were using other people's assets to build yours. The Forex multiplier. But if shorting is a scalpel, Forex leverage is a power plant. In the Forex markets, banks allow you to trade with insane ratios, often 100 to 1. Imagine you put up just $1,000. The bank loans you the power to control a position worth $100,000. Think about that scale. If the euro moves a measly 1% in your favor, a move that happens almost every day, you haven't just made a few bucks. That 1% move on a $100,000 position is $1,000 profit. You just doubled your money, a 100% return on your capital in a single day. The mentor's warning. Now, let's be real, this is high stakes. It's dangerous. If that 1% move goes against you, your initial $1,000 is gone in a heartbeat. This is why the rich don't gamble with debt. They use it with surgical precision. They use stop losses and calculated risk. In the hands of an amateur, this debt is a trap. In the hands of a professional, it's a tool that carves out massive wealth, while the rest of the world is waiting for a paycheck.
The final secret isn't a specific trade, it's a mindset. To the rich, a credit score isn't just a number, it's a reliability rating that determines the cost of their fuel. If you have a low score, debt is expensive, 25% interest. If you have a high score and a proven track record, debt is cheap, 3 to 5% interest. When inflation is at 7% and you can borrow money at 4%, the bank is literally paying you to take their money. Successful businesses use debt to finance purchase orders, bridge cash flow gaps, and acquire competitors. They don't wait until they have the cash saved up. They use the velocity of debt to move faster than the competition. Conclusion: stop viewing debt as a moral failing. High-interest debt for consumer goods is a trap, but low-interest debt for income-producing assets is the ladder to the top. The system is designed for borrowers. You just have to decide which side of the ledger you want to be on. Thank you for staying until the end. If this shifted your perspective on how money actually works, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a deep dive into the world of finance and wealth management. We'll see you in the next one.
If this message feels like it hit home, that's no accident. It's your inner voice calling for change. And here's the truth: staying the same won't get you anywhere new, but taking action will. That's exactly why thousands of people just like you have already broken free from living paycheck to paycheck by following a simple, proven blueprint. You don't need special skills, you don't need a second job. What you need is the right system, and it's already helping over 55,000 members build real financial freedom. So, here's your choice. Close this video and go back to business as usual, or click the link below and take your first step towards stability, freedom, and the life you know you're meant to live. The opportunity is here. The question is, are you ready to take it?